You never did the comic book cards, did you?
No, I never got into that.
That was more my speed.
A little bit, like Marvel.
Yeah.
That was
What's the big one to get? Like Spider-Man rookie card?
I don't know.
Parker in high school. Yeah.
Uncle Joe. What is it? Uncle Ben.
That's like getting a coach card, the Uncle Ben card.
Yeah.
It says, with great power comes great responsibility. You're like, fuck this. I have a million of these.
They remade Spider-Man so many times. It's like...
I know.
That's why the Spider-Verse one was kind of cool, because it was like, at least they went a different way for once.
Well, let's take a bet. What, are there more Spider-Mans or Fast and Furious?
Spider-Man.
I'm going to say Furious.
Oh.
What, there's 10 Furious?
There's so many fucking Furiouses.
A lot of Furious.
I feel like the franchise really hit its stride when they did away with physics.
Maybe there are more.
There's so many.
When they did away with what?
Physics.
Right.
Because they were like grounded in reality. You know, they were having writer's block after number 3.
Right.
And then they're like, okay, what if we don't do physics?
Ah.
Like, I always imagine they had like a physics consultant in the room, and then he kept on squashing all the great ideas, and they're like, you want to like stand outside, like, it's like, we'll call you when we need you.
Physics are real. Tell that to Paul Walker.
Oh my god.
All right.
That is so weird, man. Like dying
that way.
I know.
That's like Luke Scott. That's like, what's his name? Mark Hamill really getting his hand cut off.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I was in the theater. Sal Volcano used to do a thing where they would rent out a theater and have all their Practical Jokers fans watch a movie with them, and they had mics, and they would trash the movie. It was so cool. I was like, this is what celebrity is? Sign me up. But they invited me, and when Paul Walker came on, they did like a R.I.P. whatever, and the whole audience cried.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a tough moment. We're all trying to be funny on the mics, and then that happened, and we're like, so...
Oof.
What the hell?
That was the shit, though. I remember someone did that show at the Creek, and I remember doing it. It was like a Mystery Science Theater type thing.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
But that was kind of fun doing those.
Oh, yeah. They brought that back.
That'd be a good Patreon idea for this.
Ooh, that's a great idea. Talking movies? All right. What do we got on Spider-Man versus Fast 5?
They're currently tied, 10 each.
Tied!
Damn.
Look at that.
All right.
All right. Well, because there's 3 Tobey Maguires. There's how many Andrew Garfield, right? 3?
2.
But what if there's a Furious?
Yeah, but
It's really going to open things up.
But you open.
Nice.
But dude, are you counting like Avengers movies? Spider-Man's in those too.
And the cartoons, too.
Oh, good point. It's all about family.
I've never seen one Fast and the Furious.
What?
I remember when the first one came out, you know,
Same.
I was like in high school, and then everyone was peeling out of the parking lot.
Yes.
Like, it just juiced everyone up. They couldn't help it. Like, guys in minivans and shit were like, oh, they thought they were Vin Diesel.
That's true.
Like, going over curbs and shit. Every car was just peeling out of there.
Well, there's something about a movie that makes you want to do the thing. That's why I took my wife to see Two Girls, One Cup.
Right, yeah. You know, just plant the seed. Like, they had fun.
Both leaving skid marks. All right. Danica Patrick. Is that her name?
No, that's the racer. This is the chick from Fast and the Furious.
Wrong race.
Yeah. Was she good? Or just like...
She was good.
She was?
What's her name? Dakota Fanning.
No.
Brewster.
Joanna Brewster.
She was hot.
She's hot.
So hot.
Still hot, probably.
Yeah.
I'm kind of into that Michelle Rodriguez just because I feel like she'd
Really?
fuck my face.
She's wearing a wife beater in her whole, like every movie. She's wearing a wife beater.
Yeah, she's hot.
Oh, look at that. Yeah. Good looking lady. All right.
I've never seen one of them, and I think I remember that phase, but I think it was more like
side boob.
I can't drive really, so I was more like just being like crossing sidewalks, like fuck this guy.
Yeah.
Right.
That's interesting. So you don't drive at all?
I don't want to put someone through that. I have a license, but I'm just too bad at it.
Huh. I wonder how you intake a movie like Fast and the Furious when you don't drive. Like,
Right.
You can't put yourself in that character because you can't.
The same way I take in The Wrestler. I'm like, I can't do that, but that's
a good
cool.
point.
You have a point.
But
although you've got a drunken night, that's the whole movie's just a sad guy on the road.
Is it?
The Wrestler.
Oh yeah, pretty much.
That's true. Yeah, I guess I relate. You're right. I guess I relate to, but I've never seen the Fast and the Furious movies.
Oh,
but,
okay.
Yeah, I mean, I know people love them. I just haven't.
It's
You're
silly.
not missing. Like,
It's
I think me
silly.
and my brother, we went and saw a late one, like a late series one, maybe like 5 or 6. We were crying, dude. Like, it was like we were driving home and just making our own scenario and making fun of the movie. Like, it's good if you like that type of thing, but it was like fun to watch in that way.
Yeah.
Because I think the parking structure was being destroyed, it was imploding, and he was able to outdrive the implosion. like a controlled demo. Yeah, exactly. So Vin Diesel was able to like outrun the parking garage crumbling.
Yeah.
And we were just laughing so hard.
It's bad. And then they added Statham and The Rock are fighting. It's just gone into a whole nother strata.
Hobbs versus Shaw.
That's the one.
Oh, all right.
There's all kinds of extra characters. We're off racing now. It's just like fist fights in buildings and shit.
Yeah.
But
Good
it
time.
started with like just racing.
Start with street racing.
It was started
fun.
with pink slips, dude.
Yeah.
You never know what's going to turn into a franchise. That's crazy that they're like, I remember that movie. I'm like, yeah, pass. And then they're like, yeah, we're going to make 9 more of these. That's
Pretty
crazy.
much.
Yeah.
It's the American way, man.
The demand is there. They made 3 Transformers.
Yeah.
Look, there's not more? I thought there's more.
I think it's 3.
I think there's more.
This whole podcast, we're going to find out how many.
We're just looking up
there are.
movies.
Yeah.
Find out how many Paddingtons there are.
Speaking of
There's
Megan,
7 Transformers.
what?
See?
Wow. That'd be funny if the end is just about trans people. That's what the 7th one's about.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just called
That'd be
Transitions.
All the
You're like,
same
all right.
at the end of the day.
Yeah, it's just Elliot Page. 7 films. Jesus, we are cowards and won't make a new idea. We're out of creativity.
They need proof. They need
They need
existing
proof.
IP.
Yeah.
They won't make it if it's not a lock.
They're not imaginative.
No.